How were Copperheads viewed in the North? How were Copperheads viewed in the North during the American Civil War? This question opens the door to understanding a complex political landscape. The Copperheads were a faction of Northern Democrats who opposed the war and sought an immediate peace settlement with the Confederate States. Their name, given by Republicans, likened them to the venomous copperhead snake, suggesting they were dangerous to the Union cause. This label reflected the widespread suspicion and hostility they faced in the North. Many in the North viewed Copperheads as disloyal and obstructive. Republicans and Union supporters often considered them traitors, believing they undermined the war effort. They accused Copperheads of sympathizing with the South and even conspiring with Confederate forces. For example, the Camp Douglas conspiracy in Illinois alleged that Copperheads planned to free Confederate prisoners and incite violence in the Midwest. However, the Copperheads themselves argued they were not simply disloyal. They believed the war was unjustified and unconstitutional. They felt that the costs of the war outweighed its benefits. Many adhered to strict constitutional principles, claiming the federal government had overstepped its bounds. They argued that states had the right to secede, reflecting a conservative, Jacksonian democratic tradition that valued limited federal power. The Copperheads drew support from various groups, including immigrants like German and Irish Catholics who opposed Republican policies. They also attracted Southern sympathizers living in the North and conservative Democrats who championed strict constitutionalism. Despite their opposition to the war, many Copperheads saw themselves as loyal Americans seeking peace and the preservation of civil liberties during a national crisis. In the North, Copperheads were largely viewed with suspicion and hostility by Unionists and Republicans. They were seen as a dangerous internal threat to the war effort and the Union itself. Yet, they represented a significant political faction that challenged the war on constitutional and economic grounds. Their presence raised important questions about dissent, civil liberties, and the limits of government power during the Civil War.